sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's not gonna happen, and Daniel McMillan,
Pennsylvania native, kept here winning here at Pocono.
Third win of the season, and win the championship.
Ryan Benjamin with the last lap pass.
And he is going to score the victory in the Minute Maid 300.
Salmon Oskin, third win of the season.
He's gonna get it and only leads 3 laps today!
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
It is one of the most glorious sights to see in all of motorsports. The racing capital of the world, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home of the Indy 500. But on this 4th of July weekend, the New Era Cup Series calls this place home for the annual Brickyard 400. It's round number 19 of the 36 race season. And it's also a big one for these drivers. It is the second Super Dirt Week qualifier. The winner of this race will be guaranteed, if they race big blocks or late models, a spot in the feature event. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ari Sakala, joined alongside Trey Wright. Hope you all are having a safe, healthy, and happy 4th of July weekend. Trey, a huge race for these drivers. Most notably, it's for how old this track is. Very legendary, over 100 years old, and one of the most historic tracks NASCAR, IndyCar, etc. go to every year. Of the drivers that are racing in the field today, how important is it for these drivers at the end of the year can say, I won at Indianapolis Motor Speedway?
Well, Marty, is definitely a very important, and all these drivers want those bragging rights, because when you mention the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, no matter what fan of North American racing you say it to, they just get goosebumps and tingles down their spine. It is the Brickyard, the most legendary racing facility in the entire world, especially for North American sports, as you said. We see Cody Smart in the number 10 Smithfield Ford Mustang for Stewart-Haas Racing. He is, in fact, last in points, and he's starting up front. That's another thing that we need to mention. The points were getting down to the nitty-gritty towards the beginning of the chase, so it's definitely go time for the drivers right out on the bubble.
You said it right. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty. In fact, 8 races until the playoffs, and right now it's still 14 drivers that have punched their ticket unofficially into the playoffs. We did get a first-time winner in Neil Clifford as a rookie in a crazy race at the Pocono Raceway. Trey, I know you were watching from turn 3, and that was an exciting one to call. It looked like we had Steve Morgan winning it, but makes a mistake in the toughest turn of them all at Pocono in turn 2. Neil Clifford gets the win, and currently he is just above the top 30 with that win, 23 points. But Jesse Turner, who was involved in the last 1 accident, now 11 points below the cutoff. He could be in trouble. That's the Texas winner, so still 14 drivers are in. The drivers in via points, Mitchell Collins and Luke Rainey. It's a 9-point gap between Luke Rainey and Dak Ryan. Stuart Brown is 18, 32 points back. And Steve Morgan, Edwin Mendez, tied for 19th, 41 points back. It's time to give you the starting lineup for the Brickyard 400. The front row, Cody Smart and Zach Ryan. Row 2, it's last year's winner of this race, Casey Nanico, and points leader, Diego Rossello. The third row, the man with the most wins in the NOFSRL, Johnny Garner, and Christian Vargas next to him. Row number 4, it's Carter Friesen, Coke 600 winner, Mitchell Collins. The 5th row, 2-time winner, Eric Monaco, CJ Williams. Row 6 sees some Ford Mustangs. Teammates John Andrews and Brian Webb. The 7th row, Zachary Fitzwater, Chicagoland winner, and Daniel Voiles. The 8th row, Matt Tuck and Gatlin Downey. The 9th row, and a Hoosier himself, Nathan Stapleton, Neil Clifford. Row number 10, you got Luke Rainey and Bobby Frazier. Through the rest of the grid we go. Jesse Turner, Justin Zidell, Ethan Lewis, Colin Denton, Jonathan Logan, Derek Hamill, Zach Winkle, Eagle Barretto, Eli Bright, Benny Watson, Ethan Hoffman, Patrick Smith, Brian Ferris, 2-time winner with teammate Edwin Mendez next to him, Stuart Graham, Tyler Markle, Steve Morgan, Alex Lozano, Marty Johnson, and Matthew Logan at the tail end of the field. 40 engines now come to life around the Brickyard. This track was originally a brick track. However, though, when it got repaved to concrete, there was one part of the racetrack they wanted to remain covered in bricks, and it's that finish line. The white line marks officially the finish line at this 2.5-mile oval. It's 40 laps today, 100 miles. Stages will end at laps 13, 25, and 40. The window here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 40 laps of full tank, just like Pocono last week. And if we get a yellow, it would eliminate strategy out the window. But it will be a fun one. These drivers got some practice for Indianapolis Motor Speedway last week at Pocono, as turn 2 is shaped similar to IMS. So Trey, who do you think is going to get it done at Indy?
I think that number 51 of, Casey Nanico and then Jake Company's Ford Mustang is going to get it done. He is starting on the 3rd position, and historically, whoever starts on the 3rd position here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is going to be a contender to the end.
Casey Nanico, the defending winner of this race last year. It should be a good one. One of the most important keys as well to this race, Indy is a narrow track. Lap 1, turn 1, you gotta watch out for. You don't want to make an early mistake. You can't win the race in turn 1, but you can easily lose the race. It's a pair of Mustangs on the front row, Cody Smart and Zach Ryan. At the Brickyard, in the words of Lee Diffie, one of these drivers will do something we will never ever forget. Smart, Ryan, the front row, strap in, hold him tight because it's time to turn him loose and drop the hammer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime in Indy. What a start for Cody Smart in the 10. Ryan stays back in 2nd position, single file. Now Nanico tries the inside as they come out of the south chute for the first time today. Good start by the 10 of Cody Smart. Let's see what happens down the back straightaway. And we got a yellow already.
Oh, direct! The 18 of Ethan Hoffman around, and the entire back of the track is blocked. The 32 of Derek Hamill and the Shoulder Systems car is destroyed. Matt Tuck in the 95. Actually, no, Matthew Logan in the 96, excuse me, he's damaged. A lot of good cars damaged already as they hit onto the front straightaway, Marty.
So another lap 1 accident just like last week. The first yellow of the Brickyard 400 is out. And we got a bunch of them torn up with Cody Smart leading. Let's show you who was involved. Derek Hamill, probably the most damage in the 32. Matthew Logan, Steve Morgan. Stuart Grattan gets a piece of it. Ethan Hoffman. This is Alex Lozano. Doesn't look like he's got Colin Denton. A lot of damage in the 34. He was looking to have a good day today. I think that was all of them. So about a 6-7 car accident down the back straightaway. It wasn't lap 1, turn 1, Trey. But it was lap 1, turn 2, unfortunately.
Indeed it was. Already a lot of different cars, cars getting torn up and they haven't even turned the green flag lap. But quite the momentum killer or the energy killer. Honestly, there was so much energy leading up to this race, and then it's kind of dampened when the action is just brought abruptly to a halt like that. Just very unfortunate for a lot of those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to mention as well, this is a new era today for the NOFSRL, especially this weekend, because we have a brand new logo, thanks to Napa Fan. For getting that set up, new intro, new theme music, and also we got a new member that's joined the NOFSRL, welcoming in Cameron Garlington to the team as well. So it looks like a mixed strategy. Some drivers stay out, some drivers are going to come in. Have a feeling here, with it being this early in the race, Trey, it's going to be gas and goes.
It definitely is. Like you said, the pit window is 40 laps, which is exactly our distance, Marty. So definitely going to be very interesting for these guys.
And it is gas and goes here.
Cody Smart in the 10 getting service.
Ryan coming out 2nd, CJ Williams 3rd, Matt Tuck comes out 4th. First yellow out of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Your race leader will be Diego Rossello. And let's see the replay. So the replay here in turn number 2 shows that Denton just gets into Zidell. And Jonathan Logan just turns the 34 up into traffic. Derek Hamill nowhere to go into the outside wall. And then you see Ethan Hoffman, a piece of it. Brian Ferris, a good job to miss the wreck. And Steve Morgan, once again, the man with bad luck on his side ever since season number 3, despite being the defending champion of this series, gets a piece of it as well. See what happened in real time here.
So riding along here on the turn 2 wall, on just the 34 of Colin Denton, just getting turned around right into the path of Derek Hamill. And Hamill, the entire front end of that car is absolutely mangled. He was unfortunately probably the one that was, like you said, Marty, the most damage in that lap 1, turn 2 incident. But a very, very series of unfortunate events, and especially for Steve Morgan, like you mentioned, just bad luck after bad luck for that number 13 team.
The super slow-mo cam should give us the best details here. Well, look at that, yeah. It was just very tight in turn number 2. Logan and Denton, yeah, they just get together. Zach Winkle, good job for him to check up and miss the crash. Igor Barreto, I think he misses it clean. There's Ethan Hoffman. We're going to watch his onboard here first after you see the full breakdown we're having. It looks like Steve Morgan as well. Just tried, a lot of drivers just checked up in front of him, and Morgan just didn't see it coming. First onboard, Ethan Hoffman. Came in 4th in points, 51 back. He's already in though with the win at Phoenix. Just gets turned. Don't know how much front end damage that M&M's Toyota's.
Contact with that 32 car.
Yeah, absolutely. Lap 1, turn 2, first yellow of the Brickyard 400. If I recall correctly, doing the math here, it looks like the top 7 stayed out, and yes, that is correct. 7 drivers stay out. 2 drivers out of the race after the accident. That's Steve Morgan and Derek Hamill. Morgan looking for a good day today. He's 41 points below the top 16 cutoff. So we recommend stack him for an all single file restart. Diego Rossello, the race leader. Mitchell Collins is 2nd. Luke Rainey 3rd. Daniel Voyles 4th. Zach Winkle 5th. Eli Brett is 6th. Benny Watson 7th. Cody Smart 8th. 9th is Zach Ryan, and rounding out the top 10, C.J. Williams. Could be an interesting restart here. There's Colin Denton, Ethan Hoffman. They're right in the back of the pack. Stuart Gratton. Brian Ferris is lined up between 2 damaged cars. Matthew Logan and Stuart Gratton, both of whom were involved in the crash. Pace car makes the left-hand turn to pit road. Rossello, the points leader, won at Richmond earlier this year. The rookie would love to get win number 2 of the season. Has the most playoff points as well of all drivers coming in. Back to green we go, and he gets a great jump.
Yeah, just an amazing jump by that 9 car as he's just leaving the 19 of Mitchell Collins in the dust, but up to the high side goes the 55, no, the 15, excuse me. I got the 5 right. Yeah, correct order, but Rossello is just going to lead them going down. We are officially our best point in the race with no cautions. Wide as they're just about single file all throughout, but it looks like they're going to try and go 3 wide there through turns 3 and 4.
That got tight there between Mitchell Collins and Daniel Voyles. Here comes off of turn number 4. That is part-timer Zach Winkle in the 62. He's up to 3rd position as they come to the line. It's going to be Rossello continuing to lead. Voyles and Winkle having a good battle for 2nd position. Let's see what happens in turn 1. They're trying to get a nice toe off the leader, Diego Rossello, but Voyles gets tight in turn 1. Some near contact between those two and move the part-timer and Winkle to the runner-up spot. Good battle as well for the pits. Go ahead.
That got extremely tight between Winkle and Voyles coming off of turn 1, but they made it stick. Now Benny Watson moves into the 4th position, right in front of your pole sitter, Cody Smart, and then 24. Oh, almost got 3 wide there between the Nanico, the 24, and the 8. And Eli Bright is going to go wide. He's going to lose a couple positions.
He went way wide there. And I think, do we have another yellow? Nope, I thought we did. The lights are off from where they usually are. Here we go. We got a challenge for the race lead. Zach Winkle trying to challenge Rossello. Looking to the inside. Does Rossello shut the door on him? He does right there. Winkle holds his ground off of turn number 2. Nearly getting together. As they go down the long back straightaway You got a 3-car battle for 3rd position with Voiles, Watson, and Smart. Winkle doesn't look, but Benny Watson looking for 3rd position, going into the North Chute.
And Winkle, he looked there, but did not have the edge. He's going to look there again as Voiles gets shuffled out of line. Winkle just does not have the nose over that 9-car as they head to complete yet another green flag lap. Benny Watson just going to edge out Daniel Voiles for the 3rd position.
Look how close those drivers are in the 2nd blanket at the moment. Winkle, you can see in the far background of your screen, trying to get the lead. Look at the speeds they are going. Surging at nearly 200 miles an hour. They eclipse it. Goodness gracious, that's like 205, 206 into turn number 3. And we got a battle for the race lead. Winkle trying the inside on Diego Rossello. Wants a piece of him, not working off of turn 4. Rossello diamonds the corner properly. He retains the lead.
I'd say these two cars are about equal right now between Rossello and Winkle. Rossello has the clean air, but Winkle has the drafting help. So I think if Winkle can just get a really good run on that 9-car, he can go door to door with them. He's just going to have to stay put right on that back bumper of that 9-car. Meanwhile, Cody Smart waiting in the wings for those guys to make contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Currently running in the 3rd position. He was one of the drivers that pitted on that on the first yellow of the day. Same with CJ Williams. I believe Benny Watson did not pit. He stayed out. He didn't take tires, though. It was just gas and go, so they're all equal on tires right now at the moment. But if we go green to the end, these drivers will have to pit. Smart, I think he can go good to the end. Remember, the full fuel window run is 40 laps. And he is here. He's going to spoil the party, breathing down the neck of Zach Winkle. Good battle happening for 2nd. They're all staying single file right now. The first drag race happening in turn number 2 between Zachary Fitzwater, Eli Bright, and Justin Zidell. The 8 gets a little bit tight off of turn number 2, but keeps that car going. 3 laps to go, though, in stage number 2. That's going to be a good one to the end here. Rossello goes wide in 3. Does Winkle capitalize on it? Not just yet. Here is Cody.
Oh yeah, the Jaws team playing with these guys. He's got the best drafting help as Winkle kind of pokes his nose to the inside. It is Chevy, Ford, Chevy, I believe the 15 is Ford.
Oh, here he goes.
Chevy.
Winkle to the lead in Indianapolis. Smart gave him a perfect push. And now move the part-timer to the lead. Remember, he's not racing to be in the postseason. He's just here for fun and trying to get a win. And it would possibly keep the playoff situation at 14, unless you look at how other drivers are doing in the back of the pack. Let's see here. Marty Johnson, currently 36, not where he wants to be. He's 27 above the cutoff coming in. Neil Clifford, 35th, last week's winner, 23. Oh, they're rocking it for. There we go. Oh, Christian Vargas, upside down. Took a vicious shot. Ethan Hoffman involved. Igor Barreto, Brian Webb. 2nd yellow is out. A crazy wreck. Man, looking at that 00, that car got absolutely tattooed. And that should put an end to stage number 1. And it will, even if these drivers come in, Zach Winkle will take the playoff point here. But not really for playoffs, so he will pick up stage number 1 as these drivers come across the line. That is stage rules in the New Era Cup Series. If the yellow comes out when they come to the white flag for the final lap in stage number 1, it will be the top 10 at the line getting those points. So Zach Winkle, the stage 1 winner. Ethan Hoffman, Igor Barreto, Brian Webb, Christian Vargas. Oh my, Vargas took a big shot, was upside down on his roof. A crazy wreck. So let's see what happens here with pit stops. Rainey and Voiles are going to top off here in the 15 and the 47. Everybody else stays out. Now, Trey, do you think these guys could go for some tires here, and which would possibly put them at an advantage?
I think that they should go for tires. They're losing track position as is, so they might as well get tires and try and get a jump on the guys that are going to come down for tires in probably 20 laps or so, I'd guess. Not 20 laps, 10 laps or so. So
Ooh,
trying to actually
interesting.
no. Randy is going to get gas and going. I think Voiles is going to be on the
Yep.
same strategy. Yes, he is.
He's doing the same thing. Remember, in the New Era Cup Series, Marty Johnson also down the pits as well. Pit road frequency at tracks that are at least 2 miles in length are 1x. All the others in road courses are set at 2x. Let's see what brought out the second yellow in the Brickyard 400. So watch here in turn number 3. Into the north chute. Oh, Webb and Vargas get together. Vargas into the inside wall. There's Brian Webb. They come up across the track. Oh, Igor Barretto giving Vargas the shot. Up on his lid. Does a complete rotation, or inversion, I should say. But the car goes back on all fours. There you see the spinning 18 of Ethan Hoffman. Igor Barretto with the big shot of them all. Yuck. Real time.
So watch Christian Vargas just getting hooked by the stick. We see this so many times. And Igor Barretto, look how high that 00 goes. That is a 3,400-pound stock car just being thrown in the air like a Matchbox car, ladies and gentlemen. We see these types of accidents so much, especially in the Haas IndyCar series, where a car gets clipped in the short chute, and that is the end result of a very violent accident here towards the halfway point at Indianapolis.
Let's go Brian Webb for the first time board, as he was the one that got into that quarter panel of Christian Vargas. Ugh. Hard shot in the safe of air. And did you see that 00 up in the air from the driver's perspective? I want to rewind the footage real quick and show you guys this. This was absolutely scary. If you wait for the other... Look at how high he gets up in the air.
Oh my goodness. The Olympics are until next year, Christian.
Igor Barretto in the 77 now. He's just an innocent bystander. Thinks he's going to miss it, but then here they come into the path.
Oh my goodness.
Let's watch Ethan Hoffman for the last one. Now, Ethan Hoffman just riding in the back of the pack. He's got an easy chance to miss it. Brian Webb just came on down and Hoffman with the ARCA brakes. But it is crazy how high the 00 got into the air. Second yellow is out. We get ready for the restart. Welcome back to Indianapolis Motor Speedway underneath the second yellow for a violent wreck. Christian Vargas upside down in the 00, collecting Brian Webb, Igor Barretto, and Ethan Hoffman. So let's reset the field. Stage 1 is done. Zach Winkle, the part-timer, wins the stage. Cody Smart second. Diego Rossello third. Benny Watson fourth. CJ Williams fifth. Carter Friesen sixth. Matt Tuck seventh. Casey Nanico eighth. Zachary Fitzwater ninth. Justin Zeidel rounds out the top 10. The wreck, by the way, has now put 34 drivers now left in the race. Brian Webb, Christian Vargas, Igor Barretto, Ethan Hoffman, all done for the day. We were talking as well about drivers that are in that top 30 vicinity with a win. How are they looking right now? Well, if you look how Jesse Turner's doing in that 43 car, he's currently in 20th. And the guy he is having to deal with for 30th is Nathan Stapleton. He's currently in 18th. Winkle brings the field back to green and up through the gears to go once again at the Brickyard. A good jump by the race leader, Zach Winkle, but doesn't want to get too far ahead because Smart and Rossello are going to try and work together. No, Rossello wants to get inside on Cody Smart. He wants that lead back, wants to rebound after what happened earlier in the race. Matt Tuck jumped inside, made the first move, and got by Carter Friesen. That was for 6th on the racetrack. Now let's see what happens. Does anyone break out of line here? As it's a single file freight train as they go into turn 3. Smart tries to make a move, but Winkle throws the block. And it's getting dicey.
Smart thought about it right there, but just could not get to it as Winkle continues to lead.
Coming to the front straight away, lap 17 goes up on the boards. Cody Smart now tries the inside. The pole sitter wants the lead at Indianapolis back. And he's got it. Rossello to second. Benny Watson, he's up to third. Now a big advantage that Rossello has is his teammate Diego Rossello in this pack. Currently running in fourth. And now Watson tries the inside for the runner-up spot going into turn 3. Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, Matt Tuck, we haven't mentioned his name all day. The highest running Toyota in the field. Toyota is just not having a decent day. Ethan Hoffman was out. Edwin Mendez has been non-existent throughout the entire race. Mitchell Collins, he is the second highest running Toyota. So Toyota Power is not really showcasing here at the Great American Speedway here at Indianapolis. Cody Smart continues to lead as we come towards the halfway point.
Rossello and Watson, they're going to try and duke at it for the runner-up spot. Rossello goes to the inside to put the block on Benny Watson. He made the first move. Watson was just trying to draft off of him. Diego just trying to break the air off of that 38, but they are on the spoiler of Cody Smart. Does he try the inside for the race lead? Yes, he does. He makes the move. Watson goes with him. Cody Smart, no help whatsoever. And is he going to get the lead in turn 1? Rossello has some drafting help. Watson in his rearview mirror, same with CJ Williams. Don't look now. Here comes Fitzy running in 5th, and he's going to work with teammate Cody Smart.
Indeed, Zachary Fitzwater trying to get some, has not had as decent of a season as he would like. He's trying to win here at Indianapolis. Benny Watson sends a 9-car wide.
For the race lead here at the Brickyard, where we come to the line, cross flags will be in the air, signaling we are halfway home at Indy. Rossello versus Watson. We got a car down pit road. It's Colin Denton trying to fix some issues going on with that 34 A&W Ford Mustang. But his teammate right now doing a good job. Running in second. Smart third. Fitzwater fourth. And Justin Zidell has broken into the top 5 for the first time today.
Rossello back to the lead over Benny Watson as we see Colin Denton on pit road. I know that he is a damaged car as we see 3 wide in the back between Eli Wright, Mitchell Collins, and the 24 CJ Williams. Oh, it's going to get tight right
now. Collins, what a save! Oh, Mitchell Collins was way loose in turn number 3. He got a chrome horn on him, but saves it, keeps it going. He's going to cost himself a few spots. Plummets on back outside the top 10. Oh my, but the yellow is out. And it's a big wreck. Eric Monaco involved. Marty Johnson, Zach Ryan, Zach Waco surprisingly gained a piece of it. I don't know what happened with him. Third yellow is out at Indy. And we'll have pit stops. And whoever's going to be leading when we come back to the green flag will win stage number 2. It may be Rossello, it may not. But we can take a breather. I don't know if it had to do with the fact that Mitchell Collins got loose in the 19. But that wreck happened off of turn number 4. Yeah, I'm glad we got a breather, Trey, because the lead pack was starting to percolate.
Oh, yes, and definitely. I think going back to what you said, I think Mitchell Collins, I saw a lot of cars had to check up behind him with that incredible save of his. That might rival Brian Ferris's Allstate Good Hands Award for the day. But just a crazy turn of events, massive battling for the lead. This is even better than NASCAR racing here at Indianapolis in NR 2003. But just Mitchell Collins is safe, and then another hellacious incident as we see Luke Rainey's going to dive back down the pit road.
Same with Zach Ryan.
That gets tires this time.
Ryan was involved in the wreck as well. This race is even better than the Pocono race. All 3 of the Pocono races. Sorry, NASCAR. I don't even care if we've already had 3 cautions at Indianapolis. That is usual. Let's see the replay. So out of turn 4, Ryan just tries to put the block on the 62 of Winkle. And look at Monaco hit the attenuator. Hits the pit wall. Crazy accident there. Ryan goes spinning like a top. Winkle, who won stage 1. I don't know how he fell back that many spots. Interesting scenario there. But Monaco, Marty Johnson involved as well. We got to see this in real time.
Yeah, just Eric Monaco, another hellacious incident right into the inside wall, and then he gets hit again by Marty Johnson, I think. To see Zach Ryan spinning like a top on the front straightaway with just like excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, two hellacious and violent incidents back to back with Christian Vargas flying through the air and Eric Monaco hitting the attenuator. Just Indianapolis is not holding back, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go on board with Eric Monaco.
Oh, right there.
Oh, got hit by Johnson. I think he hit the attenuator again, maybe. Oh my goodness, that's the scariest wreck I've seen from Eric Monaco. Let's look at another onboard Zach Ryan. Now he is racing with Lozano. Yeah, Winkle just got into him. And he gets hit by someone. I don't know. Now, before we go back to green, we gotta watch Mitchell Collins' onboard of that save he made. We're gonna go from the rear bumper of Mitchell Collins. Watch this. Got a bumper full of Eli Bright. Oh my! And he just upped his teammate Brian Ferris for the good hands award of the race. Third yellow is out. Let's get ready to go back to green. Welcome back to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Third yellow is out for Eric Monaco and others. It's been a crazy race so far, and right now your points leader, Diego Rossello, is leading the troops at the moment. 24 laps are in the book, 16 to go. Coming to 15 when we take the green flag. Rossello will win stage number 2, and this is going to be, I believe, the only time as well today the drivers will have to deal with a double file restart. Because Colin Denton, nope, this is not a choose cone situation. Only driver on the inside line. That is because, oops, he is the first car a lap down. 31 cars on the lead lap. Let's reset the field for you. Diego Rossello, he's leading. Benny Watson second. Cody Smart third. Zachary Fitzwater fourth. Justin Zidell fifth. CJ Williams sixth. Eli Bright seventh. Edwin Mendez eighth. Mitchell Collins ninth. And Nathan Stapleton rounds out the top 10.
I don't think we're done yet. Excuse me. I don't think we're done I can't.
You don't think we're done wrecking yet, in case you're wondering what Trey's saying. Back to green we go, and this time the top 2 get a good jump. Watson was not going to let Rossello pull away. Cody Smart spun the tires, but the thing is with Benny Watson, he's stuck on the outside. Denton on the inside. That's okay for Benny Watson. He maintains his second position. Now drivers looking inside. Now the rabbit out of the bag currently. Zachary Fitzwater losing many spots. Smart keeps third. Zidell, Williams, they move up to 4th and 5th. And now does Benny Watson. Look, here he goes for the lead. Oh, gets a little bit wide there in 3.
We see the lead, I just gotta. I got close.
Justin Zidell
is still very angry with that 4 car. Continues to lose spots. But as I was saying earlier, they are not done wrecking yet, and like say that the caution is out.
Oh, Jonathan Logan, Casey Nanico involved.
I think we had another.
Oh, this is the big one. Big one. John Andrews, that car went upside down, I think.
I think we had a similar incident to the Christian Vargas. I think somebody got hooked up in the short chute between turns 3 and 4, and I think Christian Vargas might have a rival for the high jump contest, unfortunately.
Ethan Lewis involved. Yeah, John Andrews, look at that car. All torn up. That Sonny D Ford has turned from a soft drink to a spilled frozen beverage, all chunked into pieces. Yellow is out once again, Rossello lead. Let's see what happened. So we're going to start this in real time. This is for a battle for about 15th position. Jesse Turner takes out his old ride. And remember, Turner's fighting for a top 30 spot. Andrews gets turned into the path of Nanico and Lewis, and that car didn't even go over. Oh, Jonathan Logan.
Oh, man.
Big piece of that action. And Luke Rainey. Oh, my. Let's go super slow-mo here, Trey. So, let's look at the super slow-mo angle here. Just like the second yellow that came out when Brian Webb and Christian... That's actually the second time a Roush car has had to deal with this situation. So Andrews comes back across the track. Turner saves and makes some contact with Lozano. There's Ethan Lewis. Johnny Gardner just misses, and if he's in the wreck, that costs him a top 30 spot.
Indeed, it does. It's just melee on the top side.
But it's not over yet. Look at Luke Rainey under this. Bam!
We're going to see Jonathan Logan getting spun, hit right there by the 15. Just goes spinning around like a piece of rotten fruit in that 21. Just absolutely manhandled by Luke Rainey, if I'm not mistaken, in that 15.
Let's look on board with Rainey. Let's go on board with Luke Rainey here. He's in the back of the pack, trying to miss the wreck, minding his own business. Oh, he had Zach Ryan to the inside. That's what cost him there. Zach Ryan got to the inside, and Rainey just had nowhere to go. Rainey couldn't even check up. I don't know why he didn't check up. But brings out the fourth yellow of the day.
Under that.
But yeah, fourth yellow of the day. Oh boy, this is turning into a NASCAR race at Pocono. Back to the restart we go with under 10 laps to go. This is not turning into the race that we have seen the past few weeks. Clean racing, usually 2 cautions of round, 1 to 2 cautions. But now we have our 4th caution of the day happening after a restart. John Andrews gets turned from Jesse Turner, and it involves 6, 7 cars demolished. Single file restart because we have 10 laps to go. 26 cars on the lead lap, 27 of them on the track. Yes, we can confirm 27 on the track, so a quarter of the field is, at least a quarter of the field has been done. Resetting the field for you. Diego Rossello has led the most laps today. He's leading. Benny Watson second. Justin Zidell third. CJ Williams fourth. Cody Smart fifth. Eli Bright sixth. Edwin Mendez seventh. Mitchell Collins eighth. Nathan Stapleton ninth. Matt Tuck rounds out the top 10.
You got the field rolling off here. Pace car will pull on the pit road, and like you said, 4 cautions at the Brickyard. We're not quite at the New Era Cup Series race at Las Vegas types of levels of memory, but we're getting there with only 10 laps to go this time by.
Back to green we go. Rossello a good jump. Watson a good jump. Zidell spins the tires once again. Fitzy makes the first move, jumping out of line, but he's just trying to get by the slow car of Colin Denton. Seeing what happens, and we got another slow car, but it's the damaged Gatlin Downey. Cody Smart making a move on CJ Williams. That is for 4th on the track. Now if the pole sitter wins, Smart or Justin Zidell, they wouldn't be in the playoffs officially. Here we go. Benny Watson for the lead. Justin Zidell 3 wide. Oh, he got Watson.
Here we go.
Oh, Zidell. It's the big one. The big one breaks out in the Brickyard. Benny Watson on his roof. CJ Williams, Mitchell Collins, Zidell, Mendez. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
What in
Well,
the
this
world?
way we are going to reach the Vegas race level of memory. And Nathan Stapleton, no, Diego Rossello. Nathan Stapleton's going to move to the 2nd position.
And he won here
that
2
changes
years
the
ago.
entire complexion of this race.
Oh,
My
brother. 5
Anyway.
yellows. This isn't the 7th yellow. Don't worry, guys. But this is going to become a meme. I know it. Benny Watson running in 2nd position. In the final lap, so it's 10 to go even. Justin Zidell makes a bold move. Tries to take it 3 wide to the inside. Oh, you hate to see it. Drivers just being impatient. Cody Smart's going to be mad. You know he's going to be mad. Watson's going to be ticked off at Zidell. Just imagine what the Discord server's going to be like right now. And look who this helps out. Stapleton, Frazier, Tuck, Fitzwater. A lot of guys who we didn't even think were going to have a chance to win it. Johnny Gardner is definitely going to have a good point stay above the top 30. Mitchell Collins involved with front end damage. That's implications towards the point standings. Let's see what happened again. Well, we already saw what happened in real time. We're just going to go here from the blimp. Into the north chute, turn 3, Calamity Corner. Zidell hooks the quarter panel of Watson. Sledgehammer shot for Benny. Turns Zidell. Takes out the front 5 except for the leader. That is probably the craziest wreck I have ever seen in the New Era Cup Series. Benny Watson lies on his lid. Yuck. Let's start off from the leader, Rossello, his rear bumper.
Oh, this is going to be...
Oh, you know what? I think... Nah, part of it as well had to do with Rossello getting into Benny Watson there. C.J. Williams.
Yeah, he was unfortunately involved in this. You see Benny Watson and then Zidell come up and just clean that as you see Stapleton, Tuck, and Fitzy and all those guys go by. Benny Watson just got a strike if we were playing bowling, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious.
Now here's Mitchell Collins.
Yeah, Mitchell Collins almost hooked the 8 car. And both of them were unfortunately involved. Benny Watson, a nice shot of the 38's undercarriage in that 9 car as he unfortunately comes to rest on the turn 4 banking. This flat turn 4, just very unfortunate events here. Very memey events.
This haunted track will make you or break you. 5th yellow of the day. Let's get ready for the restart. 5th yellow of the day here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and it is just getting chaotic. These drivers have no patience, no respect. It is turning into a triple header at Pocono once again, and it's going to turn into a meme. I know you guys very well. Going to be the final restart of the race because we're coming to 5 laps to go, and half the field is left on the track. Diego Rossello continuing to lead. And look who's in second, Nathan Stapleton. Last time he won in the New Era Cup Series was 2 years ago at this same track. He's a native Hoosier. 3rd spot is Bobby Frazier. 4th spot, Matt Tuck. He's been oh so close to a win this season. 5th position is Zachary Fitzwater. 6th, Coke 600 winner Carter Friesen. 7th, Alex Lozano. 8th is Daniel Voiles. 9th, 2-time winner Johnny Garner. 10th is Stuart Gratton. Final restart of the day. It's crunch time. How bad do you want to win at Indianapolis? Well, you got to take down the dominant guy first. That's Diego Rossello. Green flag. Back in the era, Indy.
Yeah. As they take the green flag with 5 laps to go. I want to be Nathan Stapleton. This is his best run all day. So I'm going to try and pass that 9 car or just run him down to anything to win here. I'm hungry for a win, especially at my home race.
There he goes. There we go, Stapleton looking for the lead on Rossello. Remember, he's got 30th spot today. A win would unofficially put him in to the next to the playoffs. And currently, if Jesse Turner, he would probably be in as well, running in 16th. We'd have all 16 spots filled by now. But you could have a 17th driver with a win be out. Here comes Tuck looking for 2nd. Don't look now. Here comes Fitzy as they're coming to 4 to go.
Yeah, I think Stapleton just has a too big of a lead, but like Matt, Tuck, and Fitzy, they were tandem drafting coming onto the back straightaway, and Tuck will take 3rd. He's going to try and look for 2nd on Rossello. So single file for a little bit of the field. Fitzy, the first car on the outside lane, but Stapleton. Nathan is gone to the point here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
When Stapleton won 2 years ago at this track, that was via luck. Fuel mileage played a huge strategy in this. The top 2, top 3, whatever it was, had to come down pit road off of turn 4 the final lap. Stapleton doesn't come in, and he wins the dang thing. 4 cars put him under a blanket, battling for the win. A yellow will end the race. Here they come to 3 to go. Rossello thought about looking. He tucks back in line.
Rossello inside.
Does he look here? He could.
Nathan Stapleton, he is just praying for his spotter.
Ooh, he goes wide.
For his spotter. Option. My goodness, that got close. Rossello, he has been a dominant.
Here he goes.
All day. There he goes to the inside.
Oh, he tucks back in line.
On the inside. No, he's going to come back in line.
Not what the eye wants, and he's going to lose some ground a few inches. Here comes Fitzwater. He's going to make a move on the 40. That's for 5th.
Getting super tight here around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 2 laps to go this time by.
It'll be the popsicle sticks up in the air for the driver of the 42 Clover Chevy Camaro, Nathan Stapleton. Diego Rossello looking for win 2. Carter Friesen, we haven't talked about him yet, looking for win 2. Matt Tuck should have 3 wins by now, but he's looking for win number 1. Rossello, there he goes. He's going to try it again, but it doesn't work.
Doesn't have the nose.
If you're in this... Trey, if you're in this pack right now, when do you want to make your move?
I want to make my move going on entering turn 3, and that's exactly where Rossello's
Here he
doing.
goes!
Help from Matt Tuck. Nathan stuck on the outside lane. Here comes Diego Rossello to the inside.
Oh! But Stapleton plays defense perfectly. Rossello tucks in line. Here we go. Final lap at Indianapolis. 2.5 miles to go for Nathan Stapleton.
Stapleton got a huge run coming on the outside lane between turns onto the front straightaway. And if Matt Tuck, if he tries to battle with Rossello at all, it is over for the both of them.
There.
Rossello tries to go to the inside.
Don't call it over just...
Tuck off of the 42.
Don't call it over just yet. 4 cars have a chance to win it. Half a lap to go as they come into the North Chute for the final time. Nathan Stapleton trying to end his 2-year winless drought versus the points leader. Can he get it done? And in the home stretch they come. Rossello versus Stapleton. Side by side. Coming to the checkered flag. Who's it gonna be at the stripe? Give it to Stapleton.
Stapleton's gonna edge him out. Yes, he is. Stapleton by a wheel well.
Nathan Stapleton wins the drag race at the end. Oh my!
What a perfect cap to this wild, chaotic race. An absolute, it all comes down to 3/100ths of a second. And Nathan Stapleton's gonna go to victory lane.
That may be the closest finish we have had this season. That's going to be a close one versus Jesse Turner and Ryan Benjamin at Texas. Nathan Stapleton. So good to see this kid win. Hasn't won in 2 years. Stapleton wins again at the Brickyard 400. Who else can say they're a 2-time Brickyard 400 winner in the NOFSRL? Nobody else but Nathan Stapleton. A wild, wild day at Indy. By the way, look at how the top 30 shapes up as well. 9th, Johnny Gardner. 10th, Neil Clifford. They'll stay above the top 30. Guarantee you that. Jesse Turner, 16th. Not sure about him. And then you got to look at where Marty Johnson finished. 34th. He could be outside of the top 30 despite his Daytona 500 win. Man, oh man. We need to take a breather after that one. Oh, I apologize for the Wreckfest. Not what anyone wanted. But that finish, man. Oh my.
Oh my, it's just an understatement right there. That the entirety of the race. You knew it was going to be crazy when they wrecked. Didn't even go a full mile without wrecking. Just, oh my goodness.
Yeah, Nathan Stapleton, win number 1 this season. First win in 2 years in the New Era Cup Series. And Stapleton is qualified for the feature now in Super Dirt Week. How about that? That's pretty good for him. Definitely deserves that. Alrighty, let's figure out how the playoffs look, because we got a lot of calculations to make. Alright, so we're going to go from the final lap here, white flags in the air. Now the thing is, Stapleton's got about maybe a 5-car length lead over Diego Rossello, which is good enough for Rossello to draft off of Stapleton and get closer and closer. So Stapleton kind of made that mistake at first of getting too far ahead. Then off of turn 2, Stapleton thought about making his move, but he's got to tuck back in line, or he could lose second to Matt Tuck. Tuck gives him a little bit of a bump draft down the back straightaway. And then they come into the North Chute. Watch when Rossello makes his move. That may have been if Stapleton got tight. I think, oh no, Rossello, he just left enough room open for Diego to make the move on the inside. And the Hoosier got it done. Nathan Stapleton. Let's get this frame by frame here. Coming to the line. Bingo.
Oh my
right
goodness.
there. Take a picture of that and make that your screenshot, Nathan Stapleton, and everyone else if you want to. There.
Moment.
I'm taking a. That's a Kodak moment right there this season. So here are how the standings look after round number 19. And first thing you got to think of is the top 30 situation. Stapleton up to 27th with the win. He is in. Jesse Turner, though, is still out. The difference between him and Marty Johnson is 10 points at the moment. So that's getting pretty tight there. That was a close one between Stapleton and Rossello at the end. Rossello could have had his second win of the season and jump up a few more points as well. But the gap's very good for where he is at the moment. 52 points over Zachary Fitzwater. Now, this means 15 drivers are currently in the playoffs unofficially. Remember, Turner's not in because he's not in the top 30 yet. Mitchell Collins currently has the final spot. And look at the gap he's got on Luke Rainey. 485 minus 421. What is that? 75, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. It's like 64 points he's got up over Luke Rainey. So Mitchell could have, if next week, if he either wins or if he doesn't have a good race, but someone gets their second or third win of the season, or a part-timer wins, that's a good mulligan that he can use. Or someone wins but they don't get in the top 30. It could be a good mulligan for Collins, though. But what a day for Nathan Stapleton, though, Trey, as we wrap it up.
Yeah, just what a day in general. Just the entire madness of this Indianapolis race. Starting off with the first wreck on the first lap, not in the first turn to complete the trifecta, but just equally as bad. And then the north short chute between connecting turns 3 and 4 was just calamity corner all day. 3 separate incidents, including one at one of the most crucial points in the race, where Benny Watson just cleaned out the half of the top 10 at the Nathan Stapleton in an absolute drag race with Diego Rossello down the front straightaway, and the native Hoosier wins for the first time in the America Cup Series in 2 years.
Yeah, last one at this race in season number 4. But a whirl of a finish, and Rossello edged out by Stapleton. You were talking about Benny Watson. Got a feeling those drivers that were in that wreck that had a chance of the win, I have a feeling a lot of drivers are going to be going after Justin Zaidel for that move.
Indeed. Just he's Ricky's. They treat him like Ricky Stenhouse during the 2017, no, not 2017, 2018 Coca-Cola Zero, Coke Zero 400 at Daytona. Yeah,
absolutely. So that's going to wrap it up for us with Stapleton getting the win. Next week, the New Era Cup Series has a good one. It's an inaugural trip. We're going to the Nashville Fairgrounds, and that is going to be a Sunday afternoon showdown, I believe. Yes, it will be at 1 o'clock for the... Actually, what? No, excuse me. Not going to be 1 o'clock. Stay tuned for what the start time is going to be. It's going to be a Saturday night race. Maybe even Sunday night race. I'm not too sure. Stay tuned on that. The Gibson Guitars 400 at the Nashville Fairgrounds. Another short track race, and that should be an exciting one. In fact, the next 3 races are going to be exciting because it's either we're returning to that track or we're going to that track for the first time. Because we got Nashville next week. Then on July 18th, we got the Eldora Dirt Derby. First time ever the New Era Cup Series takes to the dirt. So that's pretty big. And then we return to Sonoma for the first time since Season 1 on July 26th for the Blue Emu 350. So a lot of stuff coming up for the New Era Cup Series, Trey. Final thoughts?
It's definitely going to be an exciting stretch to the end. There's going to be a lot of hurt feelings, unfortunately, and a lot of happy drivers. And points are just going to get even saucier and saucier as the regular season comes to a close.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is going to do it for us. On behalf of Trey Wright, I am Marty Sakala. You've been watching the NOFSRL New Era Cup Series. We congratulate Nathan Stapleton on win number 1 of the season, and it comes at the Brickyard 400. Thank you all for joining us, and so long from Indy.